Hey everyone, today we are looking at the Mpow X6, and this is a true wireless earbud, but this also has active noise canceling. We can see right here we've got active noise canceling, wireless charging left and right, which means you can use either one if you want to use them singly, and it has a transparent mode, has weird detection, and low latency, so you can use this for mobile gaming as well. Here's some of your specifications. We have a Bluetooth version 5.1. The talk time 5 hours and 4 hours with ANC on. Wireless protocols, I believe this has AAC. I don't think this has aptX because it doesn't list it, and usually they would put it there. The transparency mode just essentially is like some of the other pairs that we had, which I actually love. That feature is where you turn it on and the microphones are working, so you can hear your surroundings as well as the music. Weird detection basically is if you take them out, they pause the music. If you put them back in, they play the music. There's just a sensor. We've done probably a few pairs that have had that, including full-size headphones. And of course, low latency, it's kind of self-explanatory. It just has the low latency mode, which is usually associated with aptX, so I don't understand that very much on these. Maybe they do have aptX. I am not 100% sure, but it isn't listed in the specs. I'm going to put these down now, put those over there. But of course, that low latency is obviously good for movies and videos where normally you would have the lips syncing not matching right. You have it work a lot better, especially with gaming. USB-C, by the way, I should mention this pretty rose gold color, which actually kind of just looks gold on this camera and the lighting for some reason. You have little charge indicators right there, which clearly I need to charge the case. And then you have the earphones themselves, which also have rose gold. This will be the last video, I think, with this particular camera. We have a new camera coming in, and hopefully it will be sharper in the color and that. I've noticed with some things like yellows and stuff don't show up as much. This is actually a rose gold, and on here it looks like a gold. You get different size tips, and you get the USB charging cable and the cradle, and that's basically all that you get. Now these look really good. They look on par with like something like Sony or Bose or something. Really nice solid build quality here. Left and right indicators, the little sensor right there for when you take them on and off. I am not sure if I can get this. Sometimes you can get it to just do the little light sensor thing that it's doing. Not getting that right now. But solidly built. Little base port there. Really nice quality build. And the comfort on these also very good. The case looks and feels premium as well. I hope I don't have Bluetooth on and that didn't just kick like the Bluetooth off when I did that. I should have checked that before I did this actually. But anyway, how do they sound? I mean, they look great. They're built great. There's wireless charging to the bottom of this case. There's USB-C. There's noise canceling, which does a decent job of noise canceling, by the way. It does boost the sound. So we're going to get into the sound. Now, the sound on this is north of balanced. It's your V-shape, fun sounding, not to the degree of like something like my Beats or something like that, but more toward some emphasis in the bass and treble. Mids kind of have a little mild recession. Vocals seem to be pushed forward, so the vocals are warm and clean and have a nice clarity to them as well. Not much noticed in a recession there, except for with maybe older tracks. Like, if you get into like older rock music, it seems sometimes they record it where it's, recessed there with some exceptions. Groups like the Eagles and stuff were recorded very good. Trying to think of some other Creedence Clearwater Revival. Definitely some groups in that where it sounds really good for different things. Magnetic, of course, and of course the top is magnetic as well, so you're not going to lose them any way whatsoever, unless of course you drop them from a very high fall, and I think that might actually not open up. That's a good strength magnet right there. So it's a fun shape. There's emphasis on the bass. There's emphasis in the treble with some sparkle up there, some good sub bass punch. Mid bass is tight, punchy. Maybe not as much emphasis there as there is in the sub bass. And the vocals, of course, are, they're very good. They're decent. For something in a V-shaped signature, they definitely are different. You don't have a very strong recession, but there's a mild recession there. And you're going to expect that when you get something that's fun sounding and V-shaped. There's going to be a recession. Sometimes, there's exceptions to every rule. Overall, these are fun sounding. Quite comfortable. Very little, as you can see. Little, and build quality, very good on these. Yeah, I mean, I really do like the way these look, and I like, they sound good. Would I put these in my favorites? I think actually, out of a few ones, these would actually be in my top 5 if I was doing a top 5 right now. There you see the charging indicators right there, which I think are blue. Yeah, they're blue, but you would never know with this camera. So that is one reason why we're getting another camera and hoping that it's going to be better. We'll be upgrading things little by little. I don't know how this new mic is, but it is not a powered mic. So my power mic never came in. I ordered 2 of them. They haven't come in. I'll just stick with this until maybe a sponsor actually sends one or something, because I'm not going to keep losing money on things that don't show up. So, like in my top list, I would think these would be there. These are also very good. I like these, and I'm usually using these as the standard for ones because I like these a lot. I just really like the signature, the bass, and the amount of details. But of course, these are a balanced armature. So I expect that from them. These, however, are a dynamic driver, and it's a single one. And they sound great for that. You have to judge things for what they are, what they cost, and overall you're getting ANC. And I think I mentioned that just slightly. When you do turn the ANC on, it does change the sound signature. The bass becomes more boomy. The highs seem to sparkle a little bit more. And to be quite honest, I like the sound with it off. I think it sounds really good with it off. With it on, it doesn't sound bad at all. It's just, emphasized a little more. And I think I like the signature without it a little bit better. That, of course, said, obviously the selling point of these is that they come with ANC, and people are going to use the ANC a lot. And it's not a bad thing. It's just my, preference. My personal preference. I did not use the wireless charging, even though I do have a pad. I put it away. I really don't like wireless charging at the moment. I mean, maybe later on in the future, I'll like it more. But for now, I don't use it all too often. What was the other pair that we had that were wireless charging? Oh, I can't think of the company now. But anyway, those were very small as well, and they were wireless charging. Oh, I think it was Nasdaq. Nasdaq was the wireless charging ones. I like these a lot better than those, definitely. Yeah, I would recommend these to somebody who likes that particular sound. If you do, like something that's a little bit more less bassy and more of like a detailed bass, then of course you'd go with something with a balanced armature or something, and that would be fine too. But as for dynamics, yeah, this is probably one of the best dynamics that I have. It's definitely better than the last few ones that I've used, and the ANC is just the icing on the top. Now, of course, I think this is speaking. I think every time I do that, it's speaking. Trying to figure out what was that noise that was just going on, and I think it's the earphone saying something. Um, so they do have a nice clarity. They do have some decent sound signature, and comfort overall is very good because of the size of them. They're not exactly huge, and they do have a good shape to them that fits in the ear. They may not be the smallest ones out on the market, but small doesn't really matter if they just are overly boomy and sound horrible. Um, I have ones that are ANC. They probably a lot more bassier than this, and there are times when you want to listen to music with the bass fix and stuff, and you definitely want something like that. But if you want to enjoy the bass and you don't want it to overpower everything, I think these are very, very good for that, and very good because they have the ANC as well. Call quality was decent. I actually did a video. I don't remember whatever my last one was. I think it was for the Spearhead. I did the video using the microphone on these. So, the quality is decent with them. Um, Overall, I would give these good marks. I like this. I'm just starting to get into Mpow products, but so far none of them have disappointed me. They've all been pretty good. I like Mpow. As a matter of fact, there are certain companies you'll notice I'll do a lot of videos because I like their stuff and I really want it. Whether I go out and purchase it or they send it, you're still going to get an honest opinion out of me. Uh, I really wish they would send it more because my budget is very small. Um, the Mpow X6, I can definitely see a lot of people liking this. Style, substance, and sound is very good. I don't know if do they have a logo for something? I don't know. This explains that right there, the ANC and the sensors. We've done the specs, and there's no real... No, there's no logo. Oh, wait, there is actually a logo. There we go. Dream, Explore, Inspire. That's nice. I like that logo. Um, I would definitely recommend these. Totally. And they may not be the best on the market, but they definitely pack a lot of features for the price. Thank you so much, and I hope this video was informative in some way, and I'd love to see you somewhere out on the internet. Thank you so much.